Welcome to episode 22 of the Cards and Cartridges podcast. My name is Ryan, aka OG Retro. I'm here with my man Chris, aka Koozie Retro Games. How you doing, my man?
Good. Another impromptu day of the week, doing it on my Tuesday lunch break. Yeah, so I appreciate Ryan a ton for working on me and my schedule these past 2 weeks. Nashville was a ton of fun, bro. It was crazy. The bars there are so there's like the whole main strip called like Broadway,
Right.
and that's where all the bars are. So you have like your big name bars like Jason Aldean's bar, Kid Rock's Big Ass Honky Tonk. You have Luke Combs's bar, things like that. Tootsie's, all that stuff. But a lot of the bars are like 3 to 5 stories tall, and then
I saw that in your story.
Each story of like the bar is a different like band playing, or like one will have like the main
Isn't
stage.
That hectic?
Oh, it's insane. Like the first, like the Kid Rock's bar was the biggest. And like the first one, they had this giant stage where they had a band playing first floor. You went up to the second floor and it was like an overlook, kind of like mezzanine type deal, overlook onto the first floor.
Okay.
And then you went like third floor, different band, fourth floor, different band, fifth floor, rooftop, different band.
And could you hear the difference?
No, I mean, it was so loud up there and so many people. So it was packed like sardines. It was expensive though.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be honest with you. I never want to do that.
Like, it was a great experience. Like, it was so much fun. Expensive though. Like, I got like a Budweiser in a bottle, Busch Light in a bottle, $9 each.
Oh no.
Ordered 4 vodka Red Bulls and the bill came out to $60.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds about right here in New Jersey. Yeah. Well, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Well, this
extra horses this weekend.
That's wild. We could segue really nicely into a new segment, and we'll get in a new segment right now, and then we'll talk about the next segments. But the new segment, the Bolo segment, because you need to make up money. We're going to come at you every week, guys, with something to watch out for. You know, whether it's something new, something old, something you can look out for, like a reseller tip or like a collection tip, something you may not have known, just something to look out for, be on the lookout for. Koozie, I know you have something today. What is it?
Yeah, so the way I wanted to take this segment was, like certain things are worth money, like, to look for like RPGs in general, to look for like Gotcha Force on GameCube, things like that. But I'm gonna try to make it more niche. Like, for example, there's WWF No Mercy on N64, one of the black cartridges. This is a normal N64 game. It's probably about a $35 to $40 game, so a nice little pickup right there. But if you look on the front, the normal game is gonna say like the country code and all that stuff -USA. Now you want to look for the country code -USA-1. If it has USA-1, you go from about a $40 game to a $400 game.
Now that's insane.
And the reason why, I believe, so obviously today's games, today's day and age, if there's a software update, you can just send it to the game via the cloud and things are fixed. Right. That game had something wrong with it back in the day that slipped through production. So if you wanted the updated fixed version, you shipped your copy back and they shipped you the new USA-1 variant.
That's wild.
And that is why that game is worth so much money. So keep an eye out for the USA-1 variant. And if you find it because of me, I will take 10% of the profits.
That's crazy, dude. I love it. All right, but today we're also, so that's just a little taste of the Bolo segment. That's a be on the lookout for, and we'll come at you with one of those every week. Coming up today, though, we got our favorite gaming experiences being like a specific moment. I might be talking about a specific setup, like collection setup, something like that. We're going to be talking about our favorite cartoons when we were young kids. What we were watching as youngins. We're going to be talking about the crazy prices we saw at the heritage auctions this week. Super Mario 64 ending at over 1.5 million, 1.6 million, something like that. Insane. And lastly, another new segment. We're bringing in new segments this week. Koozie thought of this one. It's called You Are the Boss. And it's you get to be in control of a company and you're talking about the day one changes you would make. Perfect. Let's start with our favorite gaming experiences or specific moments. Do you have any specific memories, Koozie, that you can say like that stick out
Yeah.
in gaming?
So one of the more recent ones, and probably the one that sticks out like the most in my mind, was when Fortnite just coming out. We're in
Mhm.
college, so me and my roommates are just grinding that game. Like that is the new game. We've
Bro,
talked about it before, how
can I
addicting
interrupt
it
you
is.
really quick?
Yeah,
Why don't do you have any console to play Fortnite on?
no,
What the fuck, dude?
yeah, sorry about that.
I
I
might
haven't I haven't
send
played.
you I might send you an old Xbox One. I have to see if it works because I was gonna sell it in the claim sale as is. But if it works, I'm sending you it and we're gonna play Fortnite.
I
Cause
haven't played Fortnite since God. I haven't played junior year of college.
you gotta grind, bro. You gotta
Gotta get
grind.
back on it.
Gotta get back on it. But continue. So your memory.
So yeah, Fortnite just coming out, you're grinding it, and like everybody's just trying to get like their first win. Like when you get
Yeah.
your first win, you're going bananas. So you're posting on every social media. You are the shit. So it was me and my roommate Seth and my roommate Dakota, and like we just sat there and grinded this game. And Seth and Dakota were more. I liked watching more. Just like it was so enjoyable to watch them just scream and get angry, and like just the intenseness of it.
Yeah.
But we're just sitting there in our college dorm room one night, and like Seth gets like top two, and then there was multiple times where he get top two and then get killed, and he's pissed. He's throwing his controller, screaming, getting angry. But the first time, like he actually got like his first win, and I like had it. I was like recording on Snapchat, so like I have the Snapchat memory of it, and like just him getting his first win, and like us just all going bananas
Hell yeah.
for him getting his first Fortnite win. That was just
Hell
like
yeah.
such a crazy moment.
That's a
Because
dope
I
memory.
mean, like I said, we've talked about it before in the podcast, just the way Fortnite wins go, it's such a different style of winning than any other games
Yeah.
before it. So you
I mean,
really
now they
felt
come.
good.
I feel like now it's easier. I feel like now the game's harder because everyone's better.
Yeah.
But like, if you're good, like my brother and I will play, and we're like above average, I'd say. Like we still get clapped. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Like we still get clapped, but like we're above average, and we'll probably get like maybe like one win a session when we're
Yeah.
playing. So like I don't know. Take that as you will. People are just better at this game now, but it's still a lot of fun. And that is a great memory. I love that. Especially like the college dorm room atmosphere is a
Oh yeah.
great uh catalyst for gaming memories, dude. I had a lot
Pretty
of
sure
good
when I got my first win in Fortnite, everybody was at class. Like I
ah
was back from class from everybody, and like I just like turned on the PS4 and was playing it, just dicking around. And I got my first win, and I was hyped for myself. Like nobody was
yeah.
there to like, pump me up,
No,
and
it
I was
was
like,
there.
I like sent him a text, and I was like, just got my first win.
Hey guys. Yeah, nah, that's funny, man. I would say I have I probably had a good first Fortnite win. I don't remember that. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember the
I've
first one.
got two in my career.
There you go. I have countless.
Yeah.
Third off the shoulder. But I do remember the first time, this is real nerdy, but the first time, so World of Warcraft, right? Wrath of the Lich King, when that expansion came out. So that was when I was in middle school. So I was in sixth grade, so I was what, like 13, I guess. Or
Yeah.
no, 12, maybe 12. I think I was 12 years old, and I was um raiding like little nerd I was, and I was in pickup groups, what's called a pug in World of Warcraft. Pickup group, like in the sense that it's not a formal raid group. It's not like your guild or anything. These are just random people. So they form a group. And as a pickup group, we were able to kill the Lich King like a couple weeks after release, which was pretty unheard of. And it was just
Okay.
like this magical moment. And I was 12 years old, and this was fucking crazy. And my friend Anthony, I will never forget, shout out Anthony. He was sitting right next to me, and dude, we went fucking nuts. I was like, oh my God, we killed a Lich King. It was crazy. And like, I know I got some loot during that raid too. So like
Dude,
my
that's
base was
awesome.
fucking kitted out. I think I got like two pieces of it. Like, oh, it was so cool. And like World of Warcraft is just like so epic. Like in terms of like the production value,
Yeah.
and like it just because it's this crazy story, and then like the big bad boss that you literally like leveled up this whole time to defeat. Like the new expansion comes out, it's called the Wrath of the Lich King. Like The last
Like
boss
that's person you're going
fucking
after.
Lich King. And so like you leveled up from it was 70 to 80 at that point. So 10 levels, you know, you spend weeks and weeks leveling, and then you're grinding for gear to even just get into the raids, and you finally get into the raids, and like to be able to kill it in a pickup group, and like just like down in that shit and just remember like seeing it fall and just,
With the group, I've never played World of Warcraft.
oh, it's
When
so
this
cool.
pickup group you were with,
Yeah.
you said it was just like a bunch of like random people from around the world you're playing
Yeah.
online. How many people were like in a group?
So that was probably it was either a 10 or a 25 man raid.
Now, is there any
So
type of like voice chat or
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
text
So
chat?
back
Were
in
you
the
guys all
day,
going crazy?
yeah, 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 back in the day. So now it's probably over Discord. Like
Yeah.
obviously that's like the popular chat server. But back in the day,
Cards and Cartridges Discord coming soon.
absolutely. Back in the day, we used to have a thing called Ventrilo. So they were called Vent servers, so
Okay.
Ventrilo servers, and it's essentially the same exact thing. Like you get like a server IP or a server URL, and there's like a passcode, and you type it in, and then there's like different chat channels and everything. It's literally exactly the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were all going crazy on Vent. Like it was just wild, just absolutely wild. Definitely one of my favorite memories. And to have like my buddy who I went to middle school, he unfortunately like he wasn't geared enough to go on the raid, so he was like watching from the sidelines kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he was hyping me up, and it was just so dope. Like that was cool. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, and more importantly, if you played WoW like in the in its prime, like when that shit was coming out, like
Yeah.
rapidly now, and like
Shout out to you.
one of the coolest memories you probably have in gaming. Like I'm sure people who had that same memory also remember it like I do.
Yeah.
Like that's speaking to the epicness of WoW. It's like that was fucking crazy. It was so
Dude.
crazy. So
I mean, like I've got multiple too. It's like stuff like it's like smaller ones that like don't have like a crazy like backstory behind them, but just like good memories. Like mine
yeah.
was like playing zombies with like my buddy in
Yeah.
his basement, just like grinding zombies and
Hell
like seeing
yeah.
how high you can get. Mainly Black Ops 2 zombies.
Right.
But one other like random just gaming memory I have was at my buddy Josh's house. We were playing Halo on Xbox
Mm.
360, and his username on Xbox was
good memories.
his username was Holy Warrior 2.
Hell yeah.
Like that's
I
just
killed that kid. No, I'm just kidding.
he tried to make it like Holy Warrior 1, but it's already taken. And we're just playing Halo one day, and all of a sudden we're in like the waiting lobby, and Holy Warrior 1 hops in the waiting lobby. And we're like, what?
No
So we just
way.
like went bananas because we're like, what are the odds? Like somebody with like the one number less than your
Epic.
username hops
Epic.
in.
Unbelievable. That's
It was
incredible.
crazy. And it's like kids are just like, it was something crazy, like
Oh
seeing
my
like,
God.
oh my God, what are the odds?
Yeah. That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
it. There's so many. You talking about like we're not gonna go into all of them, but like maybe we'll talk about this again another time because I have so many. You brought up another one in my head about the Halo, like so many good Halo memories when I was a
What
kid.
about your setup? You wanted to take it in a setup standpoint, didn't you?
Yeah, I could talk about that quick too. Like I guess so I've like in the time that I've been like a collector, even like when I was a kid, like I liked having like my gaming setup. Like I've always had a gaming setup kind of thing. And I guess because I've moved a lot in the past couple of years, I've had a lot of them at this point. So I like my favorite gaming setup. It's either like right now, like I really like my setup right now because the PVM cart, like, and I call it the PVM cart. So I have my PVM, the professional video monitor. And if you don't know what that is, go listen to our episode about those. I think it was like 1 or 2 episodes back. Pretty cool. But I have that, so it's like really functional, and I like how it looks, like with all the shelves behind me. I think it looks good, and constantly kind of making it more organized. Like I organize all my games and my shipping materials on the bottom, so it's looking pretty good.
It's awesome.
So I guess I don't know there, but I have like good memories and different setups too. Like my OG setup when I started collecting was really cool. It was like very cubey and a lot of stuff, and it was kind of like cluttered, but in a good way. And I don't know,
Yeah,
cool. But
that's how mine is. Mine's cluttered, but in a good way. Like I have 2 bookshelves, and they're just packed to the brim, but like
right,
organized, packed to the brim,
yeah.
and then just stuff stacked on top.
And then I like my OG, like this is a good segue, honestly, the next thing that I want to talk about, and then we'll do your 2 seconds last.
We are the king of segues here at this
Here we go.
podcast.
That's what I'm saying. This is a perfect segue. My OG setup, one of my OG setups was this tiny little it was like a 9-inch TV. And it was at the end of a long couch, like on on a side table. It didn't even really make sense.
Weird.
Yeah, I guess because the TV was so small and it was like
Which way was it facing? Was it facing the couch or facing out from the couch?
not out from the couch. So like if you were on the couch laying down facing
Like the wall?
like sideways,
Okay.
like sideways. So you could watch it from the couch directly like this.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, you could lay down and watch it. And so that was my OG tiny TV that I might have played a little bit of video games on, but mostly I watched all the dope cartoons I watched as a kid, and that's the segue, baby, right there. Dope cartoons we watched as a kid. That's one of my favorite setups right there. The 9-inch TV at the end of the couch. It was a no effort, like perfect horizontal lay that I could just watch the best shows. So here's my favorite show right off the bat, Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Lab was great.
Fuck yes, I'm so glad you're
absolutely great.
Yeah.
I need a quick, it's not a cartoon, but it's a great mention. Because I watched it a ton as a kid. But Sports Center top 10 plays.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like I knew it usually came on like about like
in the morning.
But specifically like in Sports Center, it was like around like the 50-minute mark. Like they did it towards like
the last
hour.
10 minutes. Yeah, the last 10 minutes of every hour. And you could watch.
So I'd catch it
all
before
the time.
School on Saturday.
100%.
Want to catch top 10 plays. And then on Fridays, they did not top 10.
Yep.
So it was the not top 10 plays.
Dude,
those are just so classics.
That's so crazy. I did exactly the same thing. So that is 100%. We can mention both because I watched cartoons and then because I woke up like I don't know how early did you wake up when you were a kid?
Like going to school?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably around 7.
Okay, so I was like I was definitely a weird kid. I probably woke up at like 5:45 type shit. Like I wanted to wake up.
In high school, I had to because high school started at like I think high school started at 7:11. I wasn't watching cartoons in high school.
Right.
But I mean, like I think in like regular like elementary school started like 8:30ish. So I woke up later.
Maybe I did too, but I just remember watching cartoons and then also watching top 10. Like 100%. So good.
Cartoon wise, I don't know if you can count it as a cartoon, but one of my favorite ones I probably watched so late. I guess I'll go cartoon first. I get more as a kid. Fairly Odd Parents was a classic.
I knew you were gonna say that for some reason. I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, dude.
Fairly Odd Parents was great.
That's definitely a cartoon. I definitely watched a bit of Fairly Odd Parents. That was a good one. I'm gonna say Dexter's Lab is just so good, man. I can't even think of. I mean, you got Scooby-Doo, obviously. Definitely watched a lot of Scooby-Doo.
I watched more of the Scooby-Doo movies.
Okay, those were cool too. I watched Scooby-Doo. Oh, this might have been a little before your time, and I'm only 3 years older than you, but that's the difference right here.
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, before me.
There it is, dude. Because that's that 3-year difference. And there's going to be people even my age that might not know that, but I just watched like the reruns, I think, of it, like really early. But Captain Planet, such a good cartoon.
You know what cartoon scared me?
What?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, Courage
the Cowardly Dog scared me as a kid. I hated that one.
Creepy little show.
Yeah, and then I caught glimpses of Cat Dog. Cat Dog was always a good one.
Loved Cat Dog.
Yeah, that was a good one. What else? SpongeBob, I mean, was a classic.
SpongeBob classic.
Those are great. Yeah. Did you ever watch more of like non-cartoons, but the whole like Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, Wizards of Waverly Place, like that genre on Disney Channel?
Definitely a little, but not nearly as much as like, I don't know. Maybe I did, but I don't remember it. Like, I just don't remember watching those shows. I remember watching Drake and Josh for sure.
Drake and Josh was great. I mean, Zoe 101. I mean, I thought Zoe was hot, so that was awesome. Like that was a good one.
Is she in a conservatorship like Britney, or is she? Whoa, I never even thought about that. You know, like what's going on with Britney Spears, right?
Not really.
Okay, Britney Spears like can't live, but I wonder if because she's like trapped in a conservatorship. It's crazy.
What's that? Is that like a contract?
No, it's like yeah, kind of, but like more like you're like you don't have any free will.
Oh,
It's wild, dude. You live under a rock.
yeah.
Anyways, I wonder if her sister is facing the same things. But alas, that was I kind of agree there. I kind of agree with what you're
What
saying
about Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
I kind of hated them.
Really?
I didn't like their vibe, bro.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was great. Sweet Life on Deck, I was kind of like, but
Yeah. I guess I didn't really fuck. I liked like the Disney Channel original movies. I didn't fuck too hard with like the shows. I think I was into other stuff at that point. Like I watched like I was watching like Viva La Bam like on MTV and other stuff when that was happening. Like when that
yeah.
whole
So you were probably that 3 years old. I mean, you moved on to MTV and things
yeah,
like that
yeah,
while it was still on Disney Channel.
yeah, yeah. I think I was doing like some other stuff at that point. And like I know my sister and brother were into that stuff, but it's hard to remember too. Like
Yeah.
I just remember I definitely watched like a lot of MTV, like a lot of those stupid shows,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of like dumb, like dude, what the like the really stupid dating shows that were on MTV. It was
Oh
fucking
yeah, there was like Rock of Love and
yeah,
things
like
like
stuff like
that.
that. Yeah, just quality television.
What's I'm blanking, but what's the show that Rob Dyrdek had?
Oh,
Something Factory, Dream
Fantasy
Factory,
Factory, but
Fantasy Factory. Yes,
yeah, Fantasy Factory. But before that, it was Robin Big.
yes, Robin Big,
Robin Big, and
and now
R.I.P.
he's
to Christopher
doing
Big Black
ridiculous.
Boykin.
Now he's doing ridiculousness.
He has been for like 11 years.
Yeah,
Fun fact: there was a kid from my like middle school when that's the first season. He got a clip on that aired on that show.
really,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
and I don't want to give him too much credit because I don't like him that much. I mean, there's no chance this gets back to him. But yeah, it's like I guess he had that little claim to fame right there.
When you were younger, did you like? I know you said you liked the whole like Disney movies and things like that. Did you like the musicals, like the sing along, like the movies with the song in them?
Yeah, no doubt. I suck at singing, but I guess I like which one specifically? Like
I just talked about jokes. I'm not a fan of musicals, and like Becca will like love to jam out to like the Greatest Showman's like soundtrack, like while she's driving, and I'm like just
yeah,
like not about it.
Katrina, my fiance, she is a huge theater kid. She is a theater kid. So yeah, not only will she jam out to them, she'll sing them. And
I'll tell you
there's
what though,
occasions I like it, but occasions that I'll pass.
I've always been kind of like, and when we went to New York City for my 21st, my mom and Becca really wanted to see a show on Broadway. So we went and saw Wicked. And I'm like, oh my God, I was like, I'm not gonna like this. Like I'm gonna fall asleep during it. Like I don't want to go see this play. I loved it. It was insane. It was great.
Incredible. That was the first Broadway musical I think I've ever seen. Maybe no, I've seen like 2 or 3, but that's definitely the only one I remember and like really like. So shout out
It was
Wicked.
great.
Shout out Wicked. Damn, look at how crazy off topic we got from favorite cartoons all the way to Wicked. But that's what podcasts are for. And I have no sneaky segue for this one. Although here's a segue. Just like how Broadway tickets are expensive, so are sealed video games. And what have we seen here? New records being set over at Heritage Auctions. Mario selling for Kuzi. Explain exactly what happened because I know, but this was your topic, so take it away, my friend.
Most expensive video game ever just sold. A water graded 9.8 A++ Super Mario 64 sells for, this is after the buyer premium, so I think it was like 1.3 before the buyer premium, but $1.56 million on Heritage Auctions website on July 11th. So what is that, 2 days before we're recording this podcast?
Yeah, 2 days before.
What are your thoughts on that game and that game selling for 1.56?
Well, I think it's important to message important
Mention.
to mention that wasn't it just a couple days before that a record was also set, like Zelda, the
Yes.
first
So
NES
a
Zelda
couple
game
days
sold
ago,
for like 1
as
million, right?
yep, a couple days ago, as now I wrote this down like that. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
NES games, especially early NES games, are known for their like early just variants, like no
yeah,
Rev A, sticker seals, star on
right.
the manual, etc., etc., etc. A Zelda 9.0 A, no Rev A, round SOQ, early production, that's the title it had, went for $870,000 on July 9th. And that was a new record.
Yeah. So right. So it's like I think I don't know, dude. I don't know. Bro, you're asking my thoughts and it's all like I can't even fathom.
No,
I can't even
bro.
fathom. It's like, dude, and it 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 I don't know, dude. It makes me excited. It makes me I feel like a little scared. I feel nervous. I feel
Like, why
uh
Mario 64 though? Like it's not the first appearance of Mario. And I guess just the thing
no,
is like why Mario
no, I
64?
understand. Mario because Mario 64 is arguably the most cult classic Mario game of all time.
Yeah.
And I think of any Mario game, even like Mario 64 is more recognizable and more people played that than like some of the a lot, I'd say most of the 2D Mario stuff. Like, and it
Yeah.
was revolutionary. It was the first
First
3D
3D
graphics and it was the
Mario.
launch title for the N64. The and I think it's so the N64 came out in obviously 96. Um, so like we're 20, those kids are 24, 25. That is the age that people like 25 to 35 are like, those are the sealed collectors, I think.
Yep.
Like that's who's collecting sealed. And I think N64 is going to be one of, if not the most popular like sealed style game to collect. Like
Dude, speaking of that, I
same with
cried
the
last night.
PS2. You cried
I
last night
cried.
because of the Ocarina of Time thing.
I looked up an Ocarina of
It's
Time
probably
sealed.
it's probably 50,000, 600K.
People are asking crazy amounts in Facebook groups, 70K,
Yeah.
50K. One just recently sold on eBay, and I think it was before this whole boom heritage auction thing just a couple days ago. One sold for like 6,500,
Oh man.
and I
Yeah.
sold it for 200 in 2016. But like looking at like the price charting, like
Yeah.
go on pricecharting.com, type in Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition, and then look at the graph on sealed.
Yeah.
It is literally like nothing,
Flat and
and
then
then it's
just
bang straight
it's
up to the
kind of crazy.
moon.
It and I think we're gonna see it also come kind of flying back down pretty quick. I don't see this sustainable at all. Like truly, I don't. Like I think I
That's a lot
think
of money.
yeah,
I think it also got it though because of the grade. A 9.0 A plus plus is pretty
nine.
much
That's the
perfect.
thing. 9.8 A plus plus is going to command these crazy premiums. The other grades aren't. They simply aren't. I mean, stuff's still going for very. It's pretty impressive what stuff will go for.
Can I
Uh,
hit you with some other numbers on Mario
yeah,
64 though?
yeah.
So we were just talking like 9.8 A plus plus is top tier. I've seen one WADA 10 in my life. One.
I've never seen a
And
10.
and so a Mario 64 8.5 A plus on the
Mm.
same day as the record one sold for 31K. So 8.5 A plus plus 8.5 A plus 31K. Same day, 9.8 A plus plus 1.56 million.
Unbelievable.
Now, kind of getting close to that 9.8 A plus plus on January 17th, 2021. So 6 months ago, 7 months ago, a 9.4 A plus went for 38K. Looking back last year before boom of everything, A 9.2A went for $7,500 on July 12th. So 1 year ago, a 9.2A went for 7,500. 1 year
Mhm.
later, 9.8 A plus plus 1.56 million.
Dude, it's wild. It's so crazy, man. I don't know. Like I don't I
You can't even comprehend. Does it
that's
make
what I
you
mean.
does it
Like
make
I
you
don't
happy, sad, angry for the collecting community?
I think all of them. Like I really do. And let me go through them. Okay, I'll go through. It makes me happy, number one, because it's really like I have like family members sending me these articles and like like the fact that so many people, it's getting eyes on the hobby, right? And that's just good. No matter the way you look at it, I think it's a good thing. Eyes on the hobby is a good thing. More people aware of it, the cooler it is seen at. Like it's good. And so I think the mass reach that these things have gotten is it's pretty wild. And not only is that cool, but that also raises the price floors and raises the price ceilings on all of these games,
Yep.
no matter sealed CIB, fucking anything, dude. Loose, it will trickle down all the way to loose copies of Super Mario 64. I guarantee it.
And me more than maybe Ryan, but still Ryan, like we are collectors, but this stuff's also an investment. So it
Yeah.
does help us out there.
I agree. I mean, I own an incredibly clean copy of Super Mario 64 complete, and it took me a while to find that, and I'm very happy I own it, especially now. Like, I'm that's a cool one I have, and
Yep.
I wanted that before this. Trust me, like that's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, it's so good, it's so perfect, and I mean, it's so and the things that are not perfect about it are so like imperfectly perfect. They're like
Yeah.
so charming and perfect, and
Yes.
it's fucking awesome. So like
Never played it on 64, but I played it on DS. So I
yeah,
have
DS
played it.
I've played on DS too, and it's rad there. So I'll give you a pass. So it's just like I don't know. That's why it makes me happy. And for both the reasons that it's getting eyes on the hobby and that it's like I don't know, it really is a pretty substantial, I think, economic uh boost in like some of this. It's wild, dude. Like it's wild. And it makes me hopeful because I know I'm gonna find more sealed games.
Yes.
Like I've
I've got the itch now.
Me too, dude. I've found so like in my day, I've found a couple, like some of my best being, and like I regret it. I'll talk about them now. Not completely regret because everything happens for a reason. But like I had Maximum Carnage sealed, perfect condition on the Sega Genesis. I think iHogNut, shout out iHogNut. I think he won in a raffle for me. But like
Mhm.
I almost regret getting rid of that because that graded high. I can't imagine what that game would be worth right now.
Oh my God, I know.
Like that is one of the most iconic Genesis games of all time. So stuff like that. And then
I
like
think I know what one you're going to talk about next. I've already got the data pulled up.
Pokemon Emerald.
No, I was going to say your Fire Emblem you had sealed.
Oh yeah, I had that one too, man. And I think I got that graded though, I think.
So real quick, couple. I knew he was going to talk. I was hoping he was going to talk about Fire Emblem.
Yeah, dude, I almost
A
forgot about that one.
9.2B
Yeah.
just sold for 870, and a
Oh,
9.4B plus sold for 900.
oh, I sold a 9.6 A plus plus, I think I got
Ugh.
for like 800, which was good at the time, I guess, but like I'm sure a 9.6 A plus plus now would bring a couple thousand.
Yeah, I'm on
Um,
Heritage's website real quick. I'm
but
doing a
I
quick
also
search for
had
Pokemon Emerald.
yeah,
Pokemon Emerald. Oh, I need to sign back in.
the
Keep
Pokemon games are
talking.
kind of going down a little bit right now, which is cool. It's all good. I think they really like everything needs to kind of correct itself. But we're
A Oh God. Again, this
yeah.
premium, a 9.8 A plus plus Pokemon Emerald sold for on July 11th, so it's big day, $72,000.
Holy fuck.
A 9.6 A plus sold for 31.2.
Oh,
A
yo, I
9.4
could actually
A
start crying right now.
a 9.4 A sold for 19K on April 2nd.
Holy shit. And guys, I promise you, it was clean, man. It was clean. I sold it for $800 or something. Rip, rip. So, but hey, so that's kind of, I guess that makes it that's a little dagger in the heart, but that's fine because we're gonna find more sealed games. We're
Yes.
both actively looking for games all the time, so I think it's just a matter of time. Like, and the last sealed game I found wasn't that long ago. It was on the weirdest thing, Facebook Marketplace. Most shipped to me. I got
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 Black Label first print sealed mint condition on the PlayStation 2 for $20.
Insane.
And it's at WADA and it's in post grading now. Who knows when it'll get shipped? But that's, if you don't mind, look that up. That might, I don't know if that's on Heritage, but
Yeah. What was it again?
Resident Evil 4 PlayStation 2. I know a couple were on eBay and they were in like the 750, 800 range for a while. And it's crazy, man. It's wild.
Resident Evil 4, none on PS2 sold recently.
Yeah. And that kind of makes sense. That one might be a sell later kind of thing. I don't know if PS2 has really hit its stride yet with the graded collectibles, but I'm not sure. Maybe it
Real
will. Maybe it
quick,
won't. Yeah.
gotta hop on from this segment because I am on my lunch break, so we'll get to the last one and the viewer question. But one more thing I want to talk about with this. So I guess that Mario 64, that iconic game, goes for 1.56 million, and
Yeah.
we talked about some other ones. So something actually rare, like Hagane is expensive.
Yeah.
Hagane's one of the rare Super Nintendo games there is.
Yeah.
A 9.6 A++ Hagane sold. What do you think
Yeah.
that went for?
55K.
23.4.
Wow. But that just goes to show you, man, like the power of
Nostalgia.
nostalgia and
Nobody has nostalgia for Hagane. That's just a rare game.
No, it's just like you have to be such a specific nerd, right? To want no, like anybody who's buying this, I bet I would make a fucking bet, dude. I would put good money that all of the people bidding over $1 million on Super Mario 64 have never heard of Hagane.
I'd probably be right there with you.
I would put money on it, dude. The
Yeah.
people that, and I just, unless I'm completely off base and there's some insanely, and I'm sure there are, but I think these are some
collectors. These are investors.
I wouldn't say that completely. These aren't your traditional collectors.
No.
I would say you're gonna see investors in these heritage auctions, and you're gonna see like celebrities, for instance. Like
we were talking about the other day, like celebrities buying their own cards and things like that. We can get into that in another week.
Another episode. We got a really cool. Completely forgot about that. We're gonna talk about celebrities doing card stuff and all that kind of thing. It's just crazy. So yeah, just a lot of emotion about a Super Mario 64.
One more number I wanted to hit you with. Kind of a where did so I've always been kind of about grading CIB games. I mean, I have the Pokemon Crystal CIB that was for more authentication purposes. Do you think I should send that to Heritage? Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, I say fuck it.
You say fucking send it to Heritage?
I say fuck it.
I mean, I'm in it for $350.
You can't lose, dude. I say go to Heritage with that. You've got crazy people spending millions of dollars on Mario 64. I think you're gonna find some people to pay up for that.
So wait, CIB 9.4 Pokemon Blue. So a nice condition copy of Pokemon Blue went for $1,080. I feel like that's just expensive for a CIB Pokemon Blue.
It's $100. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know, dude. I don't want to hate on anyone's like what they want to do. I will never collect graded CIB games. It will never happen.
No.
It will simply never happen. And I don't even think I would probably never even buy one to resell. Like I can't ever imagine myself.
Unless you got it for a stupid deal, but then obviously, like it's just like I don't know, like stupid, why,
dude. It's again, if you like it, fine. If you like it, that's enough of a reason that it's not stupid. But in my opinion,
maybe something crazy nostalgic that you can't afford sealed and graded, just to have it like in that display. but even like people like grade like Little Samson CIB just because it's such like an expensive rare game. But
Dude,
I
but
don't know.
yeah, I don't know either because there's like other ways of protecting your CIB game. Like if
I'm
you
just getting an
wanted to,
acrylic case.
right, this is what I'm saying, like a really nice acrylic case or like, I don't know. I I don't know, dude. It's not my thing. Never will be my thing. I
Nope.
get it. And maybe I'm just too poor or whatever, but I like my CIB games that I can like open up. Like I obviously I own a lot of CIB games. I own like my speaking of my nicest copy of Pokemon, like any Pokemon game, is my CIB Emerald. So even
Yeah.
though, and that I think is why, like, what tempted me to sell that copy of Emerald as quickly as I did was because my complete copy is as minty as it is. Like, it's fucking perfect, and I've got no doubt, like, whatever the highest grade for complete is at WADA, it would get so close to.
Now,
Like,
even if like
and I wouldn't do it. I would never do because
as if it's a game I don't want to play, like say I'm going for the full N64 set. And like if it's a game I don't specifically am gonna play all the time, I would prefer a sealed copy over a CIB copy just for
yeah,
like display and value purposes. But if it's something I actually want to like play, like I would play Pokemon Emerald, I'd play Pokemon
yeah,
Sapphire. I mean, even if I found a sealed Pokemon Emerald, I would still keep my CIB version, but then add on my sealed version if I got it
yeah,
for like
and that's what I
$10 at a
should have
garage
done.
sale.
That's what I should have done, but I was a young collector at that point. I didn't know what I knew now, and
We
you
can
know
both cry
that's
together.
learning, bro. That's exactly, and that's learning, and that's a good thing.
It's never bad to take profit though.
Exactly, that's another good. There's so many good lessons from this thing, lessons from that, and we've learned them, and we're going to apply them.
Cool.
You want to hit the
Um,
last topic?
yeah, getting into our last topic, I thought of this one when I was preparing for the podcast. I did some thinking. Normally, I come into the podcast 5 minutes for record. I'm like, what the dick am I going to talk about this week? But we've talked about it kind of before. But like, okay, you are the boss. So how this is going to work is like we can even do this as like an ongoing segment too, because there's so many different companies and like the whole collecting realm, and we have opinions on each of them. I would assume. So Ryan, you are
Hmm.
the boss of PSA. What are your day one changes?
Oh shit. Day one changes. Probably implement artificial intelligence like wherever I could. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm a huge proponent of
For
our
boner.
AI. Yeah, I'm a proboner of AI, and I think its its use cases in grading are super super high. Like there's so many uses, not only at like the grading step, but like automating shipping, automating customer service in some aspect, automating just different stuff you could do with artificial intelligence. I'd switch up my marketing. I'd go for a way more like they're like real stiff, dude. PSA's marketing is real stiff. I
Yeah.
don't really like it that much. I'd switch up to a more like organic feeling like platform. It's really, dude, PSA just screams boomer. Like
Yeah.
if you go on PSA's Instagram, it just
It's just
screams boomer,
newsletters.
bro. It's like bulletin boards and
Yeah.
memos. It's
Yeah.
gross. So yeah, okay, and I'd also, dude, I wanted to talk about this. This is actually good that you said this. Dude, I would make it so much harder for mistakes to occur. I was looking at a Facebook group last night. Someone had a first edition graded Venusaur that was a 9
Mhm.
that had so many scratches on the holofoil. Like if I pre-graded it, there's no shot I would have given
Yeah.
it above a 6. Like
Wow.
no shot. There's zero shot I would ever have given that card above a 6. And it's probably like a reach 6. I'm probably like a 5.
And that's
And
where the AI can come into play too.
that too, and it's the 9. So like, and this stuff is, I feel like this is happening more and more at PSA recently, and it could probably because of the pressure they're having with all the submissions and everything. Just the grading is getting a little inconsistent. I think day one we got to figure out a way to tighten that up. God, there's a lot of changes, I guess, but
I think I agree with
basically,
all those.
yeah.
I think my one I'd change the PSA label. I hate the way the PSA label looks. I love Beckett how the number is just like there and big, and
Yeah,
because when you're looking at the label, like you look for
that's
the
what you want to see.
number.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would make the number more prominent, and then subgrades. I love subgrades.
They
CGC does
said
them.
they'll
Beckett
never
does
do them.
them.
They said
I
they'll never do
know.
them. That's what I'm saying, dude. PSA big. Not, I'm just not a fan, dude. I'm not a fan. I don't understand the huge fanboyism towards them. If anyone wants to talk to me about that, I would love to hear their opinions as to why you like PSA so much, because I just don't understand.
And I think I'm getting these vintage cards back, and I wish I would have sent them to Beckett, but this was when I first got into Pokemon and was starting to grade. So like PSA, and then the bulk submission group that I go through only had a PSA bulk submission. So that was kind of, but I know next huge vintage lot I get, and I want to grade some stuff, I'm going with Beckett.
And it's gonna take like everyone right now, everywhere is having their own like problems and stuff, but like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like what slab you like the best, like who represents their like if you just go to the do this experiment for yourself at home, go to the three different companies pages, you can see how wildly different they look, like PSA versus BGS versus CGC, like PSA boomer. Beckett, like kind of the vibe I would go for, almost like a more like natural, more like intimate type collecting vibe. Like I dig it. CGC a little bit too like they do a lot of Photoshop stuff for the backgrounds and everything,
Yeah.
and like that's cool, but like not totally my style. But it's better, way better than PSA. So like
Yeah.
there's just they all look different, and that's pretty cool. They all do different marketing styles, and CGC does a lot of cool giveaways. I know PSA does that kind of stuff too, but fuck them, boomers. Uh, yeah. Anyways, that's my take right there.
You want to go with the company? Shoot me a company. What am I the boss of?
Oh, okay. We're gonna do another one.
We can do one each. And like I said, we can always come back to this in another episode. I like this topic.
Okay. You are the boss of Lego.
Lego.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of took me like threw me for a spin. The boss of Lego. Um, I would find a way to bring the older audience back in without the crazy prices.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of you have like your older audience who like remembers Lego back in the day, but don't collect or build or play with it now. So I would find a way to bring that younger audience who would play with Legos as a kid, bring them back in. You got to get them a way to bring back in. But I think they have that with kind of the more advanced sets that they have. But
Yeah.
the advanced sets are hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
It's wild.
So like you just want something where you can kind of sit down, relax, and build a Lego set without spending $400.
I wonder
That
if
might be. Sorry, go ahead.
I wonder if they've done any like mobile apps or anything that you could like build Lego sets on your phone, or like AI artificial what's it called? Like the Pokemon Go stuff where there's like
Yeah,
Pokemon in real life. What's that called? Virtual reality?
yeah.
No, fuck man. I don't know. Uh
AR.
AR, augmented reality. There we
Yes,
go. Augmented reality. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I
something
don't know.
like that. I feel like they need to market more to the older generation. Their
That's a good
commercials on
point.
TV are all just like kids and things like that.
It's a good
Um,
point.
Maybe having more, and I guess I don't normally seek them out when I go to malls, but having more Lego stores around in malls. I feel like it's only at specific malls, at least by me. They have like a giant Lego store.
I think you know
Um,
what dude, they should bring back, I don't know if they already do this, but like bring back and market like classic sets.
yeah, I thought about that
Like
too.
re-release some classics, like the Alien sets. Like, do you remember those? Did you ever play with Legos when you were a kid?
I never like got sets. It was more just like
Yeah.
free balling it.
Yeah. I feel you. I had this one friend who would get like all the crazy sets, and
Hmm.
there's one Alien set that like had this fucking pump thing
Yeah,
that you could like pump, and it would shoot the alien minifigures through these tubes and
that's
like all through the
awesome.
Lego set, dude. Fucking insane. Like shit like that. They need to re-release some of the old sets. That would be cool. As an adult that used to love Legos and now doesn't have a Lego set.
I wonder how popular Lego still is amongst kids. I wonder if like there's
I
obviously
think
like the
it's pretty
cheaper
popular,
sets at like
dude.
Target and Meyer and things like that. But I wonder like what the price difference is from like when you shop at Target and Meyer versus like when you actually go to like the Lego store at the mall.
Yeah, I think it's pretty popular. And like there's also still like Lego still releases all the video games too. So like there's all the Lego Star Wars, Lego Jurassic Park. Like I had my trade-in pile before going to GameStop and fucking trying to get that Skyward Sword coming out on whatever Thursday. But yeah, like they have there's so many Lego games. Like it's wild.
Do more collaborations. They did the NES collaboration. That was a huge hit. Like
Mhm.
branching out into different collectible markets and things like that. I think that could be huge for them. Just getting the more eyes on them, and it's by getting the more eyes on them, it's like, oh shit, I did play with Lego as a kid. I really enjoyed Lego because I feel like you kind of just forget about Legos.
Yeah.
Like they're in your like if you have a basement, they're just in your toy bin in your basement, not organized at all.
I have two bins. They're above me right now in the
But
in
just
the
filled with
attic above,
Legos.
filled all my childhood Legos. And one day
Yeah.
my kids will be able to play with them because Legos are dope. So it's all hopefully I'll play with them again too, you know?
Yeah, I got a cousin Sean who's big into Legos. Even like to this day, him and my buddy Nate are like big into Legos. Like they'll
Shout
buy
out
the
Sean.
sets, like lay out the plastic bags, lay out the directions, and just go at it.
Hell yeah. It's a good activity, man.
All right.
That was a cool little game there.
Yeah, thank you guys. Getting into our viewer question of the week. We had a couple, and you just talked about GameStop, so I think this would be a good one.
Cool.
Our boy Javier21 asked, how do you guys feel about GameStop's retro inventory, and have you guys ever bought any retro games from them?
It's a good question. Um it's good-ish.
Yeah.
I think it's good that it exists because you got to think if they didn't have that, like where would those games go? How like if people, right? Like if people had no idea like that games are worth anything or like yada yada, just like your run of the mill person who knows nothing about games found their son's games in the closet or not even or the I don't know what the
Yeah.
situation
Yeah.
is. You
Yeah.
go into GameStop and they trade all these games in. Where would those games have gone otherwise? Maybe the trash,
Because
maybe
they don't know about like your local game stores, your
right.
single chain game stores. They know
They know
GameStop just
GameStop.
because they live in town.
Right. So I think it's good that it exists for that reason. Like games can end up at least available in some aspect in that sense, whether or not they're fairly priced, if they whether or not they come with manuals or whether or not they come with the cases or whether or not they come in good condition. It's like a whole other separate question where it becomes kind of not so great. Like
Yeah,
and
don't buy from them. If you're buying a disc-based game, don't expect it to come complete.
right.
Expect it to come disc only. But I hear you can go into the store, and if they have a complete copy, you can switch it out, or you can see if they have an extra case and manual for you. But that's just more work you don't normally want to do.
Yeah, it's just wait, I thought it stopped recording there for a second. I got all nervous. No, we're good. But so you go into GameStop and also I think it's cool because I've seen like they have displayed some of the older stuff too. Like some of the stores don't have that.
No, but and even if the stores that do, it's very limited.
Yeah, but also I've seen like Pokemon Soul Silver there, which I was like, whoa. But it was like this was way back when I would have bought it now. But this was way back when it was like I think they wanted like 59.99. Now it would have been worth it, but back then
Yeah.
it was like too high. I was like, fuck that. But like they do have some of the DS, 3DS stuff in there often. And I've seen a lot of 3DS stuff complete in box recently. And that's been kind of tempting. Like on some of those, I've been ooh, like and
Yeah.
do that kind of thing. So I think like their retro stuff and stuff that's becoming retro. I'm glad it exists.
I was thinking more like NES, Game Boy, things like that. Like I hear like I said, if you're buying a disc only game, expected to come, or if you're buying a disc based game, expected to come disc only. There's rumors that they throw out the case of manuals to cut down on shipping costs. It weighs less.
Yeah.
If you're ordering Pokemon games or retro games in general, check the authenticity of them. A lot of times they don't check for authenticity, so you might get something fake. And I wish that they would make their trade-in prices a little more fair.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, you have to like wait for the crazy deals to trade stuff in.
But they speaking of crazy deals, they do a lot of deals on their websites: buy two, get two free,
Yeah.
buy one, get two free, things like that.
Yeah.
So if you keep an eye out on their website and their deals, you can catch some good deals and stock up on some retro stuff. Maybe keep something and resell 2 copies to keep a copy for free, things like
100%.
that.
I've done that before for sure. Good
Yep.
points. It was a good question. Xavier?
Javier.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Javier. Guys, it's been another great episode 22. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all the love. Make sure to hit that like button, drop that follow, hit that subscribe if you're on the YouTubes. Drop a 5-star review if you're on Apple Pods. Write a review. Tell us your favorite thing. Give us a suggestion. Let us know what you think, guys. Thank you once again. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
See ya.